Hello everybody, welcome to this new video. I'm so excited to talk about this. It's not easy information to talk about, but I'm so excited to present astrology in this way. Astrology as a life hack that we can use for everyday guidance and self-acceptance and an evolution, to be honest. This video is about the fear of being seen. This is all about the fear of being seen that shows up as we are entering what many astrologers are calling the Lion's Gate. I'm Carrie. I am an astrologer for life empowerment. I'm also a life hack strategist and a body wellness advisor. And what that means is that I help people use astrological guidance that's lying in their astrology charts to help them bring more peace, more prosperity, and more meaning and purpose to their lives. If you like this content, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Go to my Facebook and like me there. Go to my Instagram and follow me there. And also make sure that you stop by my website, join my mailing list, and get your free guided manifestation meditation. This particular video is all about this new Lion's Gate in astrology and how this optimistic and self-celebratory energy may be actually sparking some depression in your life. You'll hear a lot of astrologers talk about the basics of these kinds of transits and the hallelujah of these kinds of transits. But I really like to focus on the parts of it that we actually can feel, that we actually can use in our everyday lives and help people and give people strategies on how to work with that. I mean, what is Leo after all? Leo is the fifth sign of the zodiac. It represents the part of human development where we go out into the playground and we start playing with others and we start pretending and we start creating. We're like, pretend I'm a knight, pretend I'm a queen, okay? Leo is the celebration of life and creativity and the celebration of yourself and what you can create. But this video is about how do you celebrate your life, celebrate your creativity when you have a history of depression or you have some parts or aspects of your chart that can lead to depressive states, or when certain transits like this one bring you up to that edge of worthiness, that threshold of worthiness that I was telling you about, and it creates so much discomfort that you just become paralyzed or even go off into depression. This video is showing you how you can recognize those parts in yourself, giving you a space to be able to talk about and learn what to do, and some strategies to help you through those transits. The biggest fear that comes up for people right now that I keep hearing from my clients is that the fear of being seen. You know, Leo is all about being seen, all about being out there in the world, all about having some fun, all about being the spotlighters of the zodiac. And when you're feeling this energy, this desire to do this, but all it's doing is bringing up your fear of being seen, it doesn't feel so great. I want to get you to start engaging with this energy, recognizing it, and also learning about it and understanding it so you can overcome it. So right now, go to the comments and answer this question for me. What is your fear of being seen keeping you from accomplishing? Just write it down, first thing that comes to your head. I won't look. The reason I wanted to do this video and why I have such a personal stake in this is because I am a depressed Leo. I am a sun sign Leo. I am a fire sign at my core. But I also have Moon in Cancer, square my Pluto in a 0 degree. Okay, so astrologers will understand what that actually means. I have a Hades moon. I also have Moon in Cancer in conjunct Neptune in Scorpio. I have some other water placements as well, but what this means is that I have this fire that is kind of laying under all of this water and under all of these emotions, okay? A friend of mine who's a wonderful hypnotherapist, she described it as like a flower trying to trying to push up through the dirt, like understanding and knowing that there is the sun on the other side, and even feeling the warmth of the sun, but just having such a hard time because the soil is so heavy. That's what it feels like to be a doused lion. That's what it feels like to be a Leo who is dealing with the fear of being seen. If you have major placements of Leo, like you are a Leo sun, a Leo moon, Mars in Leo, a Leo rising, or a Leo midheaven, and definitely if you have a north node in Leo, you may be experiencing some discomfort right now as we enter the Lion's Gate. This may be challenging energy because it's basically making you uncomfortable, making you want to be seen, but having to move up against your fear of being seen. Now, there are a lot of reasons why we have the doused lion energy, okay? I mean, I can certainly point to moments in my childhood that that would indicate or give me that doused lion, that kind of stifling of creativity. We all have stories like that. But the way that it shows up in life now is what I am always working on, and how astrology can actually helps me and actually can help you do the same thing. Now, I'm going to give you an example of what this feels like for those who aren't Leos, or for those who are just kind of thinking about this right now, just starting to see like, maybe this is something that shows up in my life. About 2 years ago, I signed up for a singing workshop, and it was an opportunity to work with an amazing vocal teacher with a bunch of other women. And the idea was that we were going to create our original songs, and then we were going to rehearse them and perform them with a full live band. And we were going to present this showcase in front of our friends and family and the public. And I was super excited about this because I'm a Leo, right? I love creating things, and then I love presenting it to the public. The issue is that throughout the entire 6-month process of doing this showcase, it was just like, it was bringing up so many issues that I had about being seen, about being vulnerable, about putting myself out into the world. And about literally 2 days before the workshop or the showcase, I just started breaking down. I literally started having like panic attacks. I was just crying, just like sit there eating breakfast, crying, and heaving, sobbing, crying, and just very cognizant that there was no reason for me to be this completely wrecked. There was no evidence in my current life that would make me be this upset. In fact, I was doing this thing that I had always wanted to do. And yet what was happening within me was energetic and cellular and very deep and very old fear coming to the surface. This is kind of like what the Lion's Gate energy is for people, some people right now. This is why this is what it feels like to have that fear of being seen in real time. Another example of this is that this year I really put myself out there as an astrologer. I had my website redesigned and totally reconfigured to be able to receive more clients, to help more people, to have more digital products to assist you with learning astrology and using astrology as a life hack in your everyday world. And I worked the whole spring with my web designer, and as soon as I had to start putting it out into the world, I kept having problems. I would have technical problems. I would have to go back and reread and re-edit and change the photos. Everything on YouTube seemed so much more interesting and vital to my everyday survival than getting this video out or this website up. Another example of this is that I was asked to participate and add information to this article for Bustle about astrology, and I had a deadline. I'm on the West Coast and they're on the East Coast, and I had this deadline and I knew exactly what I was going to write, and I literally started doing everything else but writing that article. And this is what I'm talking about. It literally sneaks up on you out of nowhere, and you're like, I should be totally ready and poised, and the big lion, right? But the way the lion shows up when you've got some of these other watery aspects is fear and even sometimes depression. This is how I avoided that edge, that threshold of worthiness. Because what if I put myself out there and people received it? What if? What if? Then I would have to move my threshold a little bit farther out. I'd have to have more capacity. I have to be more vulnerable. And I'd also have to expand my ability to receive all the gifts too. And that was so unfamiliar to me that I would rather stay in the box. So what do you do when you are a fierce lion and a royal of the zodiac, but you've got so much water in your chart, or you are having a particularly Neptunian transit right now? What do you do when something that's so magnetizing and charismatic and exciting is happening for the rest of the world and inside of you, but you are coming up against your edges? You are being challenged. You are in your discomfort zone. What do you do? What I do is commit to staying observant of my discomfort rather than judging it. So I observe rather than judge or adjust, meaning I look at it and I see it for what it is rather than judging myself for this pattern showing up again and then trying to adjust myself or fix myself. That was like a half quote. Fix myself or fix it in some way. All that is just a distraction from the thing that's showing up. I look at this as an opportunity to see something, to have something revealed to me that's been operating under this surface and possibly sabotaging my life. And what I actually do is I interview it. I literally put it in a chair and I face it and I say, what are you doing here? What is its purpose? Why do you think you're keeping me safe? Like what do you think you're keeping me from? And then I thank it. I literally thank it for showing me how amazing and powerful I can be when I fully step into my Leo. Because I wouldn't know that if I wasn't able to confront the discomfort, if I was just going back to, eating snacks, watching YouTube videos, watching something terribly important on Netflix, or just, playing video games, or just kind of like checking out. Thank discomfort for not letting you wallow, for not letting you choose to escape once again and not show up in the full beauty and capacity of you. If you would like to have an empowerment astrology reading or coaching session with me and really learn how this transit is affecting you, but also learn some strategies about how to get through it and how to take advantage of it, just go to my website and choose one of the 6 different astrological readings or coaching sessions that I have available. I'm excited to work with you and excited to show you some of my tips and tricks for getting through this doused lion phase. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'm excited to see the answers to that question I posed earlier. And thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for listening. And until the next video.